Tony, are you coming to the bachelor party?
Yeah, dog.
Why don't you talk in the group text at all?
I don't know.
A little disappointing, I gotta say.
Trust me, there's times where like I want to post. I don't know. I just want to like put something in there dumb, but it feels like nobody would get it, or it would just make it more awkward. So I just choose to stay out of it.
You got to be a little more confident, man, with your shit posting.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Good talk. Good talk. Glad to have you back, by the way.
Yeah. So
I felt bad that I had to miss the last one because you guys asked me to recommend an album. I gave you one,
right?
And then I wasn't there for like the review part of it. So
quality follow through.
And now you have to wait. You'll have to wait until the episode comes out next week.
Yeah, check it out.
To be able to hear
I will.
Well, when this comes out, it's not. We don't want to get any of our listener confused.
Yeah, don't get confused. So next week in our time, last week in the listeners' times.
I know our schedule, and that just confused the fuck out of me.
Yeah, it sounds like we're time traveling.
We just need to stop. That was a few weeks ago, and Tony recommended it, and yeah, but you'll see it, Tony. You gotta check it out because
it's rough.
Surprising, to say the least.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil what we said.
Boy,
we'll get into it. Speaking of album review.
You want to get into it?
Yes, I do.
Let's knock it out.
Got a lot to say.
You want to go? You want me to go?
I want you to go.
I guess it was my album.
Your suggestion. What was the album?
All right, so it was King Mothership, something Ritual. I've already fucking forgot.
I think it was The Ritual.
The Ritual, correct. So for those of you who may have missed last week's episode, this is a band that is comprised of the singer of Periphery, that would be Spencer Sotelo, the drummer from Periphery, which is Matt Halpern, and the bass player is the old drummer of Slaves.
Wait,
is what I got.
That was Matt playing drums?
Yes.
Talk about phoning in an album. You know what I'm saying? Minimal, like nothing. Anyways.
Okay. Well, I'll go.
Come on, that's obvious.
And then I'm ready to hear.
Fine,
so
sorry. That's surprising.
So, I mean, we're basically running out of music to kind of listen to. That's why last week we got.
No, we're not running out of music to listen to.
We're running out of ideas. The opposite. We are running out of ideas.
We are not. You are fucking going to
Maybe
a dry
I'm running
well
out of
right
ideas.
now. You got to venture out.
This is why we got Tony to give us the last week's album review for the Big Sean. If you haven't seen that, check that out. I guess I'm running out of ideas, but basically it was. It's interesting because I think the album came out around in September, sometime mid this year. And being such a big Periphery fanboy, I didn't give it a shot yet. So I figured we'd check it out. We'd listen to it. So I listened to it today, as I do the day of filming. This was probably top 5 most boring album that I've listened to. I didn't like it, to say the least. So basically, in my opinion, I'm a little different. I thought the drums were the best part of the album. So whether they were good or not, they were the best part of the album to me. They were basic because this was a rock album. And in my opinion, this sounded like a rock opera, like a movie soundtrack that is going to be in a play and they're going to sing the songs on stage. It felt like a rock opera to me. Most of the songs brought me back to Forgetting Sarah Marshall. The Dracula rock opera kind of opera that he kind of did. As Spencer's doing it, that's kind of how I felt, even though Spencer didn't sound like Dracula, but I don't know. First off, Spencer Periphery, and then a couple other metal projects I've heard him in. That's where he needs to stop. I love his vocals. He is one of my top favorite metal vocalists out there. When it comes to something like this, it felt like he just took that Periphery sound and tried to throw it into this rock opera kind of thing. And I think had he had done a not Periphery job on it, maybe I would have enjoyed it more. There wasn't a whole lot of guitar, which is fine. There was a lot of different keys and synths and stuff like that. But again, it felt like a rock opera. And my favorite song was the last song in the album with Plini on it. probably because Pliny was on it, and I haven't heard one single thing that he's done that's ever been bad. So outside of that, my apologies. It's not for me.
Nope, not
I think it was overall, maybe for what that is, maybe it's good. At first, it started off and it sounded like it was going to be like a 2000s emo alternative kind of thing, but it's slowly turned into that rock opera. I have no idea what the hell to call this. I don't know what it is. Again, rock opera is the best thing I can put on it. And yeah, I really couldn't follow along. It was very all over the place, even with it being a rock opera or whatever the fuck it is. And it was rough. I got to say it was rough. And sometimes I get one wrong.
Well, sometimes,
but first off, real quick, you did get mad at me over the last couple of albums because I picked something that you really enjoyed, and for some reason you want to shit on something. So take it away.
What was that little slight you just had to wrap up with there, buddy?
Yeah,
you try to segue that bullshit into me.
You keep wanting to shit on things,
Who do you think
so
you are?
I gave you the opportunity.
No.
On accident.
No, you absolutely not by design. You're not helping me. That's like telling a comedian, I heckled you to give you material. Go fuck yourself. I don't need you. Okay? No, absolutely not. King what? Mothership?
King Mothership.
Horrible name. Like, I had a long day, first of all. What? I listened to it today because I saw I was driving a lot for work.
Right.
And I was looking at my drive times like, oh, this is perfect. I could listen to this, and if I like it, I'll listen to it again. Because you got my hopes up with your suggestion of Good Tiger. That was not what it was. It was exactly, you kind of nailed it with like the rock opera thing, because it was a lot of like really strange, it was very like over the top thematically when it came to his lyrics. This is a lyric album. This is not, the instrumentals just felt like looped the whole time. Like you listen to the first part of the song, it was going to be exactly the same. There wasn't any song structure really at all. It was all about the lyrics, and this guy, dude, he speaks, or he's singing with like all these really over the top, like how do you even say it? Like allegories and parallels, and he's reaching into his vocabulary, book bag, trying to find the deepest meaning of something and like portraying it in a way without being straightforward. So you don't even know what the fuck this guy's talking about the whole fucking album. I was trying to remember one of the lyrics. I was trying to look up the lyrics. They're not out there for some reason. At least
really
not on, when you go to like lyrics.com or whatever.
Right.
I couldn't find it there. I'm sure it's like on a YouTube video or something, but I guess this just dropped recently.
Yeah, like I said, I think I saw it September, but I could be wrong.
Right, so I don't have literature to go back because I
definitely this year.
I was like so frustrated with his ambiguous lyrics that I wanted to just go, like he's speaking in haikus and poems and shit, which makes sense sometimes, but he was just really reaching. Like I'm trying to remember, one chorus was along the lines of fools can't fall without the blood of the thieves. In a nutshell, whatever I just said is basically the entire album over and over again. You never know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He thinks he's being like somewhat deep or something. Maybe he is. Maybe this is just the way he's expressing himself, but it bugs the shit out of me because it's like kind of patronizing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you could just say anything and it doesn't have to make any sense. And people will maybe enjoy it because they could just say, oh yeah, it's deep, man. You don't get it. I didn't understand Inception the first time I watched it. Oh, you're just dumb. Or maybe I just don't like the movie and I'm not going to watch it again because it's over the top confusing. By the way, I loved Inception. I'm just making like a fucking parallel. Yeah. But this was lyrically kind of insulting, musically underwhelming. Knowing Matt played drums is a little Not really though, because it's Spencer's project, right?
I think it's their project.
No, it's all of theirs.
I think all of them was like,
man,
let's do something different.
I mean, different, and like they can all play in their sleep, all of this music.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of songs that were like, swing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of swinginess.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It felt like some type of rock opera or play. It sounded like they wrote a play.
It sounds like Spencer's like,
but I have no idea what the lyrics are about.
Wants to try out for Broadway. Like that's the level of strange pitches and notes he was connecting and hitting, and none of it was catchy. That was the crazy part. None of it was catchy.
No, there's no singing along to this one.
What the fuck?
I'm still playing the Good Tiger album
I am
to this day.
Yeah. But this
I sing along to that all day long. There's nothing on here.
Yeah.
There will not be a second listen through.
I was so uncomfortable listening to this album. I wasn't even mad at you. I wasn't mad at the attempt at whatever it was, because it wasn't for me and I don't understand it. That's fine. But so uncomfortable that as soon as it was done, I couldn't listen to music for like an hour. There wasn't a palate cleanser. I was like, I'm just not gonna listen to anything, because that was so mind numbing and strange and not good in any way that I can really think. And yeah, it's really what my problem is with a lot of contemporary music that is around this genre, is the pretentiousness based on basically nothing, like contemporary art, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, it's a cube. You don't get it, man.
Yeah.
It represents our social commentary.
But, you know, and maybe that's why they did it.
Fuck them.
To be like that.
Fuck
I don't
them.
know. I mean, they have the ability to do it. I don't know. Again, the best song on the album was the one with Pliny. It sounded like a normal song, but then again, it drove to the style of a Periphery for sure. That wasn't so much completely different. That song did not belong in that album, in my opinion. I'm happy they did it, because at least in it was something. But yeah, normally I'd pretty much listen to the album up until the moment we record. But I didn't do that this time, and I was the same. I didn't listen. I didn't even know how to feel after it. I was just like, okay, well, ready to talk about this one, and go ahead and put that behind me.
Yeah, I can't even think of like a funny quip to like compare it to, because
No.
it was so fucking off the wall. I almost felt like it was trolling me. Listen to the first two songs, like, this is a joke. Like, these guys are fucking with their fans. Let's see what dumb shit we could, like, how dumb can we get while these people still appreciate our music? Like, I almost feel like it's like that, like a troll job.
I don't know. My apologies. Let's hope you bring it home for this one. What do you got for next week?
I'm going in blind with this album. It was a suggestion from Jesse.
Yes, he sent one to me too. So I'm
Okay,
glad
it's
you brought
probably the
that
same
up.
one.
Probably.
It's by. It's not by.
And
Who the fuck is this?
while you're doing that, sorry, Jesse, you did send that to me, and I could have suggested it over what the fuck I did suggest. But now we're gonna get to it. So
I think this is.
let's hear it.
I can't. It says Fuego album. Oh, the album is Fuego by Buried Alive.
Buried Alive. Okay,
Spelled
yes.
BERRIED.
like a berry. Yep.
Have you heard of them?
I have heard of them.
You never listened to them?
They are going to be way more up your alley than mine.
I don't want to know anything. I don't.
But that's as far as I'll go then.
All right, thank you.
I am interested. So yeah, I do have it in my chats as well.
Yeah, I already like this shit. It's all the song names like Bustberry, Prunatic, Fruit Punch, Legendberry, Drive By Fruiting,
Did you
which
ever
is a
hear the
Mrs.
band
Doubtfire
Bro
fucking
Job?
reference. No.
So I think they were heavy back in the mid 2000s or so. Maybe like 2010s, you know, basically when music was still halfway decent, or at least we thought it was.
Bro Job.
And they were called Bro Job, but it was a gag band, you know, but the music was still okay from what I remember. I could be completely wrong, but that's kind of what I caught off of these guys, anything I've seen, because a lot of guys will post their shit and like the Kemper forums or anything like that I'm on. But I've only heard like snippets. I think when we watched that Gent video, one of the guitar players were playing in that, even though you probably don't remember that because I don't remember it. But I think one of their guitar players played in that Gent video that Jared Dines put together.
Oh yeah, that was
For all I know, they could only have one guitar player on
that
it.
was a hefty compilation.
Yeah,
There's no way I can
there was a
remember
lot
anything
there.
about that.
But yeah, all right, cool. I'm glad you remembered that because I certainly fucking forgot. So
Oh yeah. Tony,
Yeah.
just making an attendance check.
Yeah. I'm present, Mr. Medina.
you still are absolutely, you know, as most people know, you're actually paying for this internship, and now you actually have to pay more because you were absent last week. So typically
Yeah, I
your pay would
understand.
get docked, but because you're paying for it, you actually have to pay more now.
I just thought of a segment. Since we do these fucking album reviews, Tony should have at the end of our little bullshit, he should have his own little mini. Tony, what do you think? And he's got to describe it or how he feels about it in like a paragraph, if that.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Like-
Like as little as possible.
Yeah.
Like I just listen to it and just give my like first impressions of it type thing.
Yeah, if it's like-
in a short
'cause
30-second
We
bit.
usually go on between 10 and 20 minutes, and then you're just like, oh yeah, this album. You know what I mean? Just like, whatever you're feeling.
I do have to say that I was going through my notes, and typically I got pretty nice handwriting, but when I was going through my notes for episode 28, I think, or 27, I guess 27 would have been the last one before 29. Anyways, getting completely lost. I'm going through, And I'm looking at my notes, making sure I got everything in the episode and pictures I want to add at that time. But as I'm doing that, I had notes for 28 in there or 29. Sorry. Try not to get everybody confused here. But anyways, I wrote down Wicked Wisdom and I had no idea what the fuck that was until I was editing 28.
Yeah.
Which for anybody, or 29. So that was 2 weeks ago for people who are seeing this now. Wicked Wisdom was Jada's Pinkett Smith's band, which I found pictures that look insane.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those yet.
I knew this band existed.
I didn't know, but I'm looking at pictures of her that I threw in the episode. Also, our cover profile or cover photo for it has it. And I'm just like, oh my God, like this was legit.
Yeah.
I haven't even listened to it yet, but the point of it was I wrote it down because we were going to do a quick, like one song review of it. And then I completely forgot. Now we're 2-3 episodes past, but you know.
Oh, and
just wanted to put that
this
out.
is 31 on 30. We're supposed to have the music video, and we have done literally nothing.
No, and we talked about it a couple weeks ago. We're just
bad timing.
It'll probably be next month.
Like I'm
at the earliest.
I'm zonked. I got the move. We got the bachelor party. Like there's too much bullshit going on right now. But year that sucks. I wanted to like this. So this is
I still like the Cajon. I'm looking at it right now. Go ahead.
Anyways, that's
tight as fuck.
It's a cardboard fucking box. It's $150. Porter and Davies Gigster tactile drum monitor with round throne top and bass. So you know how you have your monitor when you're at a show, so you can hear all the different parts of the band that you need to hear.
Right.
Usually a little kicker off to the side, whatever, or you're using in-ear monitors or whatever. I like both, but I lean towards the actual. Not the in-ear monitors, because I like feeling the sound a little bit.
Okay.
This is the ultimate edition of feeling the sound because this is a drum throne that is your monitor. So you sit on the drum throne, and it comes with the amp. You plug everything in. You set the settings to what you want, and it's from what I tried to read the description like a million times because I didn't quite understand it. It has the monitor inside the drum throne, and basically how it works. It's advertising tactile monitor system, which is basically saying it in the monitor, it hits certain frequencies and you will feel it because you're sitting on the drum throne. So not only will you hear the music because the speaker is in the throne, you're going to be feeling it as well. And it focuses on certain frequencies to make that occur.
Seems like a lot of low end.
That's
from what I'm catching.
Right. That's what I understand. So you're not necessarily, you're hearing it, but it's more so you're feeling the music like you would at a fucking concert. And I thought this was an interesting concept. And then I saw, it's basically $1,100 for a drum throne. That is typically like a shitty one. You can get them for like $50. If you want a like comfortable one with like some cushion on it, some oomph, maybe a little spring action on that joint, maybe like 170, something like that.
For a regular throne?
Yeah.
I've seen them go up to like $300-400.
No, I know, but I'm not an asshole. It's a chair.
Are you sure you don't have one of those $300 or $400 ones?
No. What? I would never do that. I specifically remember.
Maybe it was Travis, but I thought you also had one similar.
I had a Pearl. Fuck. I don't remember what it was called, but then it broke. And then Larry got me one that had the grooves on it, so it's not just flat. So like my legs fit right into it, kind of like a bucket seat kind of a thing. But it's not. No, it's like that one was $130.
But you're paying for a speaker, a module, and a throne all at the same time.
That's
so
true.
Imagine the price is there. If money's not a problem, I think it's a really cool thing because most people are going to want for clarity and portability as well. You're going to want in-ear monitors, but for somebody like you that says, "Hey, with in-ears, I'm missing that feel," you get it with that, and you're feeling all that low end, and you're going to really feel powerful. But I would just wonder how it is. I'd love to try one because I feel like I could probably boost more low end than I want rumbling on my little bunghole. And then it feels fucking weird. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not trying to masturbate while I'm playing drums. It's perturbing.
Yes.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, women that ride motorcycles, you're masturbating. I'm not making like generalizations. These are facts. These are hard facts.
Man.
Okay. If you're on a motorcycle and you're a lady and you like riding motorcycles, it's because you like masturbating in public and it's gross and I'm offended and you're racist.
I like where they're going with it. But yeah, there's too many things going against it. Price,
Dude,
what you're getting with your bunghole ringing.
I will appreciate.
Imagine if you actually have to shit and then that thing's just vibrating like a motherfucker.
Or if you already have a bit of a situation down there and you didn't get the wipies you thought you did, and then it's rumbling, it's shaking shit up.
You are
know,
fucked.
It's moving around, and then you check and you're like, holy
Fucked.
balls,
Yeah.
I'm a mess right now. So I like the innovation part of it because it's like us drummers don't get a ton of new stuff all the time.
You get a badass cajon.
We don't get a lot of new stuff all the time. So like just seeing that, oh, somebody thought of something interesting, not quite. It's just a little off for me, a little off center. But yeah, I mean, $1,100, man, for a fucking throne monitor. Nah, man, I can't do it. But I'm glad. Nope, I'm not glad. That's it.
All right, cool. So moving on to mine. What am I looking at this week? So I made a little trip to our local store, Island Music, yesterday.
Go Keith.
To apply for the PRS Pulse Artist. So I'm still working on that. But the application's due by the end of the month. So
I did that like a
little
month
couple
ago.
things. Yeah. Well, I was in there before I did that. I decided to take a look around as you do in a music store. And I basically rehashed a love for guitar that is completely out of my price range that I just needed to forget about. And then I saw it and now I'm all in love again. And yeah, so basically this is a guitar I've talked about before. This is the Dusty Waring BT Bam. It's his signature PRS. And I have wanted his colored one, which is the Waring Burst. So it's like a purpley red kind of thing. It's pretty much the scheme that I love. And I was like, if I'm going to get a Dusty guitar, I'm getting the Waring Burst. The second one that I've always liked is the blue, but I've never seen it in person. But I finally got to see it yesterday. So this is it here, which I'll post a picture, obviously. I saw it yesterday in person at Island, and I fucking want it now.
Send that in the Discord so we figure out what Tony thinks of it. I like that. It's like a gray blue. It's like Alexandria Daddario's eyes, like piercing.
Yeah.
And sexual.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Let me copy this.
You guys just need to send her the DMs because this is like the second or third episode you brought her up.
Dude, I'll bring her up every episode.
She's a part of the show, basically.
Yeah, she is the top producer.
Yeah, she's like seven layers above you, Tony. Sorry.
Why do
I understand.
You'll never talk to her.
I don't have Discord on this thing. I'll pull it up. But anyways,
okay.
That's what I'm after. So it's a PRS DW CE24. So I own a CE24. That's my main PRS guitar. But it comes with a couple different features that one doesn't. Mainly a Floyd Rose, which is a floating tremolo system. It comes with these extra knobs, which I ended up ordering the same ones off of Amazon because that's the only place you can really find them. And I didn't like it on my specific CE, so I don't know how they work that. And then it's got his pickups in it versus PRS pickups. But yeah, I really, I want one.
It looks good.
Came home and said, had I spent any more time in there, I would have left with it. I have no idea how, but I would have.
It's a good. I'll agree. It looks decent. I'm not upset of you bringing that up, but I am upset that it's, of course, another boy crush kind of Fender opportunity for you to bring up BT Bam again. So I'm going to suggest something, and I want you to run with it. I want you to hear me out. All right, let me set the table. You don't bring up Periphery, BT Bam, Allison Chains. Who else, Tony? Anybody else I'm missing? BT Bam.
And he brings up like every episode?
Yeah. Periphery, BT Bam. Dude, if that's it, and you bring them up every fucking episode, that is so upsetting, dude.
Well, we had to bring up Periphery the last couple
it.
of episodes because we were doing King Mothership. Other than that, I haven't brought them up.
You brought that album up.
Look, if these people are in the news, first of all, I haven't brought up BT Bam in episodes. I think the last time was probably the last one with Tony. Not the one that he produced on, but the one that he did the drinking game.
Tony, watch all of our episodes and then get back to me.
Yes.
All right, I'm on it.
And you know what would have been a great tell? I thought of this when I was listening to the album. If you didn't tell me, I never would have looked up King Mothership's roster. If you didn't tell me it was, and then you told me it was, I would have had like a genuine moment, like while we were recording. Like, oh yeah, by the way, this is basically Periphery.
Yeah.
I would have fucking...
Well, I wanted to introduce it, but
had a convulsion.
Maybe I'll try that next time if there's another one of these side projects, but hopefully it's better.
As I was saying, do not bring up those two bands or anybody in those bands. And what's the wager? We got to do a wager.
I don't fucking know.
Is that I don't even care
What
if
do you
it's
do?
possible or not. Let me think. Tony, what's
I'm
a
not
good
sure
wager?
that it is possible.
But come on. You can't not talk about these people an hour a week.
Yeah. I guess. I mean,
a week.
we're on this music and gaming thing, and it's just like, I don't know.
No. We need to figure this out right now. What's the wager?
Tony, what's the wager?
What, asking me?
Tony, what's the wager?
I don't
I'm
understand.
just looking
Like,
at this guitar
This is your
that
job.
you posted.
so if I bring it up,
You're not supposed to. If you bring it up in whatever, let's say 3 episodes. You can't bring it up 3 consecutive episodes, or else X happens. But if you succeed and don't bring it up for 3 episodes, Y happens.
yeah, I don't fucking know.
What do you want?
Tony, think on that. We're gonna move on. Take a note. Get back to us in a few minutes.
Tony, I swear to fucking, you better fucking figure this out.
We got some new gear alert.
Gear alert.
Ting, 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 ting. Abasi Concepts unveils its most affordable Loretta models yet. So Loretta is the ugliest guitar that has pretty much been made, but it's ugly because it's extremely ergonomic and apparently really comfortable to the guitar players. I'm mostly attracted to really ugly guitars. We've talked about these before, but they finally have brought the affordable models up, which are 7 and 8 strings. I'm not sure if there's a 6, but this is the guitar here. I'll obviously post a picture.
Is that one of the broken ones, or is it's supposed to look all stupid and shitty like that?
Yeah, it's supposed to look like that.
All dumb.
So it is a multi-scale guitar, which means this bottom end string here is a 27.5-inch scale on a 7 string and 25.5 inches
5.5.
on the high E string.
High E string.
Again, on a 7 string.
Yeah, of course.
It's got Tosin's custom pickups in it from Fishman. So the Fishman Fluence pickups. It's his signature brand. It's got one volume that is a push-pull for splitting coils, or it's rather, I think it's the different voices of the Fishmans. 5-way switch, which that actually splits the coils. I think decent tuners on it. Not sure about the bridge. It might be that good. And then these are both made, the 7s and the 8s. So it comes in that color and this kind of greenish color. They're both made in Korea. The 7 string, I believe, is $17.99. They may even have a 6. I think that's $14.99. And the 8 string, I think it's the highest at $18.99. Yeah, $17 and $18.99. So those are the two. Yeah, so not bad. My biggest gripe about these is they're made out of really cheap wood.
That was going to be my question for some reason.
The him and Misha and other guys are all about this wood and what it is. So most woods that you would have is a mahogany body. I haven't seen too many guitars with maple, but mahogany and ash are probably your two highest. Fender was doing ash. I talked about it like 10 episodes ago. They're switching from ash to like pine or some shit now. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. Actually, I got something on them. But anyways, they use basswood, which is just this really just kind of shitty wood. But what they say is basswood to them is very tonally equal. So then your pickups, no matter what you put in there, you don't have to throw EMGs and a shitty piece of wood. You could throw in, like Misha does the bare knuckles, and it actually sounds really good. The pickup is really what's adding the tone color rather than the wood itself. So it's got a Bengay. I can't remember how you say that fucking word.
Bengay.
Bengay, yeah, something like that. Basically neck, which is different.
Like blowjobs, neck.
Graphite nut, locking tuners. So there are some cool features on it. A lot of people are after these just for the ergonomics. It's really fucking cool, but 1800 is a little high for a basswood guitar. But
they're after them because the ergonomics.
Yeah, so you could sit classical like this. So basically, with that on your hip, it would be like this, and then you could do it like this, where this will rest on the inner thigh and stuff. I don't know the concept of having this go so far, but he originally designed this with Ibanez.
So you could flip it and you play it upside down and towards you. So you're like,
there you go. That's got to be it.
Doing one of those.
That's got to be it. So Bossy Concepts, I'll post some pictures and stuff, but pretty cool. I think they are going on sale now. You'll start to see videos popping out of them. It's like Prime Day, and Guitar Center also has like a Prime Day, I guess. Just something cool I saw. I said I would never buy one, and I still probably stand behind that, but Schecter guitar, it's a 7-string for $300. So I thought I'd put that out there. I don't know if you'll be able to still get this deal by the time this episode comes out, but maybe you can argue with somebody to get that deal at Guitar Center, because they need the business. We know that for sure. So it's all white. Looks all right. I'll post a picture and a link.
I like white guitars. That's not true. I like flat colored guitars.
Yeah.
Flat color. Any matte works for some.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Guitar players, especially now, are liking the kind of satin matte finishes now.
Yeah.
We're kind of over the gloss phase.
It'll
come back.
It's all smudgy. You get all your jizz on it and your oils, your human oils.
And it's
stuff.
harder to actually play, especially on the neck, because it'll just get sticky and then you have to constantly wipe it down. So most of my guitars are now all satin neck, and if they weren't, I sanded it down to make it satin. Oh, I skipped the Fender one. I was about to say, I know there's a Fender one in here. Fender has come out with the new flagship of their American Professional series. They are called the American Professional 2s. And the reason for that is really the professional ones were made out of ash. But they came out with some really cool colors. Like this color here, I'm really digging. I heard it described as like the Dark Knight. I'm not sure if that's official color name for it. But some really cool, like they got like the Porsche Miami Blue, is what they're calling it. So new colors to come with this line. The pickups and stuff are hand wired or wired up different. But basically it is it's made in America, and I think most of the stuff is done in America. I don't think there's too much Mexican going on with this.
That's a Telecaster.
That is a Telecaster.
God, I'm smart.
There you go.
So I'm learning a little bit. Yeah, the outline. It reminds me of the Batman comic book cartoon. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was the Batman Bats. Joker called him Bats. So Batman, Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Mhm.
Are you following Batman?
Yep.
It was black, but then it was like shadings of blue for some reason. So
like
outline
a blue
him.
purple or something like
that's
that.
what that reminds me of. I like that. That's different. That's actually different.
So pretty cool. They got guitar and bass line. They're probably in like the $1,200 to $1,500 range.
Never mind. I don't want it.
It's an American made guitar. I mean, that's what you're gonna get. I'm not really seeing anything, but I've seen multiple videos on both the normal Strats and Tellys. I saw one on it is called Dark Knight.
Oh, well, all right.
I saw one on the Jazzmaster earlier. Oh, $14.99 to $15.99, which is right around that American price. That's what you're gonna pay.
No, I will not be paying that.
Worth it. I'd like to have one.
Then get one.
Can't.
Exactly.
What I could probably get, depending on the price of this, is Lego has announced a Fender Stratocaster set of Legos. Kind of fucking tight.
Next topic, please.
Okay, next picture.
It's literally fucking Legos.
That are guitars. And it is fucking tight.
Does it work? Or is this just like...
I think it's just Legos.
Okay, but I couldn't tell if those strings were Legos.
Dude, I was trying to figure out earlier myself, but I didn't see anything where you could plug it in. There's no way a string would... It's like those guitars like people used to make in like ceramics classes or something. They're just like fucking nylon strings that just kind of flop and they make zero noise.
Like that? Like the PRS,
worse than
POS?
that, but
worse.
Yeah, because that at least will make some kind of noise. These things are just...
Oh, yeah. Jay got me one of those for my birthday once.
Right?
It's like yay big. It's like 8 inches or something, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I have it around.
But that wraps up my new gear and some... I had no news this week, it looks like.
I'm not going to lie.
Just unveilings, new gear.
I've been extremely distracted. I got a little more going on than normal for me. Just we're moving, like we've definitely touched on.
Yep.
And then the bachelor party is the same like day. I'm not the asshole, okay? We found the place. The 17th was the earliest we could get in. We didn't even think about it. We're like, we'll take that. And that was a month and a half ago. And then we looked at the calendar like a week later. We're like, fuck, I'm leaving for Nashville with the boys and we're going to get all shitty. And she was like, I don't care. I'll move everything. I said, okay. Are you sure? No, I'll just move everything.
She's going to try to move everything?
She won't listen. She refuses to change the date at all. So I'm feeling like an asshole. Like,
I say she can move some stuff in, and then when we get back, which I say I would help, but I'm leaving that following weekend to Maine, so I can't even help. But anybody that can, your friends.
That's what I'm saying. All my friends are
can
going.
do it that next weekend though.
She's
get
doing
it done. That's insane.
So all my friends are going, so none of them can help. This is a tough broad. I said, all right, well, I'll get my sister and her boyfriend will help. They're capable.
Right. And
then Torian, luckily, said he has a truck. He can help. So, I mean, she's got 3 people. Okay. We don't have an outrageous amount of stuff, but it's enough to where I'm kind of concerned about her moving everything by herself. But with 3 people, I think she'll be okay.
I had I don't know if you remember a few years back, I think it was like 2016, I got my gallbladder removed.
Yeah.
And we moved from the house that we were renting to my in-laws' house. And I obviously couldn't do shit. So I had to stand there like the asshole and basically supervise and kind of point and click. This is where you move shit. This is where you move shit. I'm not paying you to sit around. Pretty much.
Start screaming at him. Back.
But basically, it was kind of Lauren moving a lot of stuff. And then, I don't know, I got lucky that we had quite a few people there. And we had a trailer because it was literally right down the road. So that kind of worked out. Throw it all on a trailer, run it down, put it in the house real quick, come back. I hate moving. I fucking hate it. The next time we move is going to be the last. So it's got to count for the next time because we won't stay here forever. But
I've been stripping down.
The studio is way too big.
Stripping down my desk, which always has my little stupid 5-year-old trinkets and neon shit and stuff. And now it's just a sad, dimly lit desk. I put the speakers away too, the interface, the mic. It's just my headphones. And it's just like, well, this sucks. And that's really the part of moving I don't like is packing everything up. I don't mind unpacking for some reason because you're like, oh, this is new. I could put this here.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah, you have like creative
and now
juices
exactly.
flowing.
You can put it wherever you want and really set it up because before it's just like it's there. I'm not moving it.
This will be my Tuesday jack off corner into a Kleenex box, and then that'll be my Wednesday. You know, let me see if I can hit the ceiling this time.
Right.
I was gonna say, talk about hit this ceiling, bro. I don't think, now that you're acquainted with Among Us, I think I'm done playing Among Us with you.
What?
You're a monster in that game. It brings out a side of you.
I
don't know if I'm a fan. You are extremely competitive. And then when it comes to like mind games, you just won't, you don't stop talking, which I know is the point of the game. And you're supposed to like just convince each other like your line or he's line or whatever. But you are some shit, dude. You are intense. And that's coming from me.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I remember playing with you guys recently, but I can't remember if I played with somebody else the other night. Because I know I played with you, but I also played with like Brandon and them.
We played Saturday. I haven't played with you since.
Maybe that was the last time I played. I don't know. There was one time where I was literally just like, no, it was Saturday. Because I remember Lauren came home and was like, you're being really loud. I remember screaming because I was so bad because a lot of times I'm getting kicked and I'm like, you fucking idiots. Are you kidding me right now?
Billy was trying to convince me of something and I can't remember quite what it was. And he was getting so mad because I thought it was him because of something. And then he was getting so mad while we were voting. And then it was him. You were the imposter. And you were still yelling at me. And I'm like,
getting better.
Why are you? He's still yelling even after it's already done. He's like, cause what you said made no fucking sense. You're just losing your mind, bro. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. There was something that, what the fuck was it?
That was every other game. That was you.
No, there was like a time where it's like, oh, I remember specifically what it is. So those of you that are familiar with Among Us, this is like the main map. So storage is like right in the middle. You got electrical on one side and comms down a hallway on the other side. So Niko was basically with me. It wasn't me that game. That's what it was.
It was you.
No, it wasn't.
Because I remember
if it was me, I didn't do the kill, but I'm almost certain it wasn't me. But basically, it was not me. That's why I got so mad. I'm telling you 100%.
Me and Allison were laughing our asses off because he's still mad because he's the imposter.
Basically, what happened is Niko and I were in electrical together. So I'm going to kind of come down. So we come down and we're going this way. Now I'm going up to admin. Niko comes off over to comms and then comes back and finds a body or something. He's like, yeah, I just saw him coming from comms. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You saw me in electrical. We both walked out together. You went towards comms and then came back. I'm going up to admin. He's like, no, I definitely saw that. So that's all anybody heard at the beginning of that whole conversation. And so they're like, well, yeah, that fucking makes sense. The body was in fucking comms. Everybody voted me. It was not me. That's why I was so mad.
You were the
I was like,
imposter.
none of that makes any fucking sense.
No, you were the imposter.
Even if I was, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't matter. You were the imposter. I won.
It was just a bullshit,
I won.
like, yeah, I know he was in electrical with me, but fucking, he was headed towards comms and then went to admin, so it has to be him, even though I was just here. I don't think I was at that game.
You're a crazy
There was
person.
definitely other times where I was definitely the imposter and played the same, because you have to do that, and
Yeah.
I'm starting to learn that. I had to be the exact same way when I wasn't,
Right.
when I am,
Right.
to make it convincing,
Right.
obviously. So you have to just keep it 100 the whole fucking game.
Yep.
Or you're going to lose. Like, the minute you're like, ah, and then you're quiet, it's like, yeah, no shit, he's the imposter.
Right,
It's got to
exactly.
be. It's
Yeah.
got to be. Are you even here? Because you better be taking a shit right now, because if you're not, you're the imposter.
Right. Well, keep it down because you're freaking me the fuck out. It's just,
Yeah.
it's very loud, and I don't appreciate it. But yeah,
I think Billy would be good at that game because
He's not.
I was very terrible. And then even that night, Nico was getting mad because, okay, so a few nights before that, I played with Brandon and David and all those guys. And when I was playing with them, instantly, it was every fucking round. I was like, I don't know, guys, but I think it's this person, every single 95%, which is pretty damn good. 95% of the time I was right. But when I played with you, I was 100% of the time wrong. I'm getting messages from somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm in 20 different channels
really
over there.
confused.
But 100% of the time I was wrong when I was playing with you. So then it got a little harder to play because then nobody trusted me because I was 100% wrong. I was like, I was so good the other night. I literally guessed it 95% of the time. Maybe I'd get like one person wrong or something.
That's it. That's why the game keeps bringing you back, because as soon as you feel like you got a rhythm, and then you feel like you're playing the game right, and then this person's dead, and you're like, oh well, I know for sure. Like you connected all the dots in your head, it all makes sense. You know, the games where you're like, I have no idea, I don't even think about whatever, I'm not worried about that. But it's the games where I'm like, I know for 100% it is him, and then it's not him, and then that's when I'm like, that's what keeps you coming back, because you're like, what the fuck? What did I actually miss that game? But it's fun. It's just, I'm almost leaning towards appreciating the mixture of Discord friends and then text chat, like 5 and 5, because then you don't have to like fight over 9 other voices. That's the biggest problem with playing with the full party.
Yeah, but that's at the very beginning, though. Another round, they're pretty much out, you know?
Yeah, but then once the game dwindles down and you went from 10 Discord friends to 3, and then whoever you win or lose, everyone that was quiet now is screaming in the Discord, you dumb motherfucker.
That's me.
You didn't believe me. It was purple. You plus fucking 8 other people. It's intense. It's
but that's
fucking
what
intense.
makes it so much fun.
It is, but I could probably play that game like that way once a week, maximum. Because it's too.
Yeah.
I need to chill.
I'm starting to get it
man.
for somebody who refused to download it. I'm starting to get really addicted to it now.
It's because it's easy. You jump in super fast. The matchmaking's quick, and then the game can be over instantly.
And then you live a double life of pathological liar and see how good you are at
it's
it.
literally like just basically crediting like sociopaths who can just lie like it's nothing because they believe their lies.
Yeah, we have some friends that are
Oh my
really
God.
fucking good liars.
They're scary, and I'm taking a step back.
Yes, to the point where I'm just like,
whoa,
my God.
So-
well, if this person ends up actually dead, then I know who it was, and based off these facts.
You lie to me every day, don't you? And I don't even know. Like, I'm not even talking about the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like those people.
Yeah. But no, that's cool. So, aside from packing tomorrow, let's go ahead and jump into some Among Us tomorrow.
I got 0 time for shit, dude. I have so much.
I don't want to hear
do.
it. We're going to play some Among Us tomorrow. Tony, you in?
I love that game right now.
You know what sucks is we were on with your brother and Allison, and I have no idea who any of the other people in that chat were.
I would be so down. I don't care who's in the chat. It's that game is just so fun for me for some reason.
I meant your brothers too. So
yeah,
you were
Jake
the
was in
one
there.
brother missing.
And then Allison.
Jake was playing the game.
Allison's
oh my
playing.
God.
Jake was really terrible at first, and then he
He's
started
pretty
to get
good.
a little pathological.
He's pretty good.
Especially, there was a time it was a brothers round.
That was
Had they
fucking-
been in a separate chat,
God damn
and
it.
it's like, I don't know. Clearly, they proved that the brothers have, family and blood, have some type of telepathic powers because they were double killing and fucking people up.
We were reading the room.
That was the
baby.
only time Jake was good, though.
Yeah.
By himself with somebody else,
It was tough.
he was okay and he could lie to you, but he wasn't like killing quick or anything like that.
It's bringing us back to the Halo 2 doubles day, baby.
Yeah.
Because me and Jake, you put us on
Yeah.
a team. It's game over, dude. Yeah. Well, no, tonight's Tuesday. We're supposed to play tonight.
Yeah, but we're recording now. We can probably play tonight. We can probably jump on tonight.
It's up to you because I'm
I
gonna
definitely need to pack and get shit ready. And
I thought about it today. Sorry, I'm busy or whatever, but I am off Tuesday to Tuesday.
nice.
I'm a week, a whole week.
Nice. I wasn't sure if you were going to get tomorrow off or not. I thought maybe you'd want to work it just because you're going to be off for a while. But
I got paid time off. I'm fucking using
There you
it
go.
because I need to get out of this grind. It's
well, congrats.
destroying my soul.
About 8 episodes ago in the intro, I said we were probably coming back from your bachelor party, but as of for the filming of this, we still haven't gone. It is this week for sure. So the intro for episode 30 that I'll put in will be us coming back from the bachelor.
Do a recap.
Little thing there, and then for 32, which we'll record next week, that's when we'll talk about it. Do a little quick recap on it.
There's already a little bit of drama in the bachelor party group.
There is,
which I haven't come up with the name for. A little bit. Regardless, I just want, at this point, this would come out and we're already done with everything. I just wanted everybody to have fun. And now I'm already feeling legit, like stressed out because I got 2 friends kind of pitting against each other. And we're supposed to drive together for 10 to 12 hours, man. I'm like, can we just have fun, boys? Like, God damn it.
Meanwhile, me and Jake are just going to be flying over y'all's heads.
You literally.
you guys are flying too?
Everyone's flying but us, bro. Wilson's driving, but he's half.
Wilson's driving?
He's only. I googled it because I was like, that sounds far. It's half the time than
There's
our
no
time.
fucking
it is.
way, dude.
I googled
There's
it.
no way.
I googled Nashville, Chicago.
Dude, it's fucking 10 hours from here to Chicago.
6.5 hours south because he's going dead south. We're going fucking mad west. 10 to 12 hours, depending on traffic. I looked it up because he said, "Oh, I'm thinking about driving." I was like, "You're dumb, dude." And then I googled it. I was like, "Oh, I'm dumb."
But you're only going like an hour west.
What the fuck are you
Well,
saying?
from where you guys
have you
are-
Google mapped it? It's legit all west, a tiny bit south. Hold on. Very interesting Googling on a podcast. Hang on to your dicks.
Doing it right now.
Hold on, watch this. Yeah.
It says from me, Nashville is 10 hours. 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours away.
There you go, Billy. We'll put this image up. That's fucking west, bro.
I mean, it's a lot of southwest
Dude,
and
get
west.
out of
It's-
here.
I'm
It's
thinking
so
of
much
so
west.
this little dip before you actually start going south. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
That's from here. That's the
image is up. They can see it's
from
all
Waldorf.
west.
You're going to be going up, but I guess
I'm not
if you
going
guys
that
are
way.
meeting at-
I'm not going that way.
you guys meeting at Chris's house.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you'll go across the nice. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why it's so much west. So you got to get to the other side of the fucking state
Yeah, but
and then down. Like
it's parallel on the map to basically, what is that? Yeah, Greenville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So you're going way more west than you are south.
yeah.
Either what the fuck are we talking about? So yeah, Wilson's driving, and yeah, I'm just fucking excited.
Even 6 hours, it's still like I'm gonna enjoy this little 2-hour flight.
I would do 6 hours, no problem. I only wanted to do this. When was the last time you did a road trip? You know what I mean? And that's Chicago to Nashville. That's doable, especially if you don't want to deal with a flight. I can do 6 hours easy, like in my sleep.
Fort Wayne. That's Sweetwater.
Okay.
Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We could obviously, yeah, we're done.
Dude, let's Google.
I'm gonna be cutting a lot of this shit out.
What?
Half of what we just talked. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
What? Oh, I thought before we wrap, sorry.
Yeah.
The wager. I thought of one. I don't know if it's
Oh
great.
yeah, Tony.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Tony.
it his
Tony.
job?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, I'm
What's-
coming up blank on that one, boys.
Wow.
Jesus,
Wow.
He hasn't been thinking about it.
Wow. Strike.
I don't pay you guys enough to think of these big brain ideas. I'm sorry.
Strike two. Too busy playing. What are you playing? Like Words with Friends, or do people still play that? I don't know. Wager. So, if you can go 3 episodes without bringing up Periphery, BTBM, or any of the members,
Mhm.
nothing relating to any of those people in any way.
Mhm.
3 episodes in a row consecutively. If you can do it, I already forgot the wager. But if you can't do it, I get to host the podcast and talk about whatever I want to talk about. I will throw in
I mean,
gear
you could
and
do
music.
that anyways.
No, but I'll have we'll switch seats. And
Okay.
and if
fair.
I can shut off your mic if I want. And if you win, what's fair? What's fair? I would say you can literally like hit a bell and I can't talk for like a minute or 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, we can work something cool. I still got to get the little sound effects thing set up because I've been meaning to do that. Because I have the equipment, I just got to do it.
All right, yeah, we'll think of the wager, and it'll probably be happening before this comes out. No. Yo, my schedule is fucked.
We can even talk about it over the bachelor party.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Maybe
we'll
collectively
finalize it.
we can come up with
We'll
something.
finalize it next time.
All right, cool. So that's going to be it for us today. Episode 31. God damn, we just keep on going. Yeah, that's it. I've got nothing more to say. I'm Chief Redbeard.
Busy week.
Busy.
Thanks for
busy.
watching.
Yeah.
I'm Niko.
Bye.
That's Tony.
That's Tony. He didn't say it's an idiot, stupid
Fucking
fucking
guy.
No,
idiot.
I'm here all the time.
like the worst fucking assistant.
piece of
Anyways,
shit.
the
pay you guys more
assistant
money, I'm
to
sorry.
the producer, Tony, and yep. So we're out.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.